Saints.
Okay, guys, it's that time again. And it's time for you know what? In Rmnfl, it's time for the playoffs. And today, we have a couple spectators and a surprise spectator on top of it. But right now, we got Noah, who's the New York Giants, who just came from a 0-4 situation. I'm still going to say 0-5. I'm always going to say 0-5. No matter how you look at it, Noah. How you feeling today? I know you're a little sick and under the weather, but you're here. How you feel?
Besides that, I feel pretty good. I mean, I moved up from, as you say, 0-5, 0-4 to now the 5th seed, so I'm looking pretty good. Besides that, you know.
Well, hope you feel better, man. We got the new Jaguars in the house. Action Jackson. And Mr. Levi still standing there on the limb waiting to get back in. And of course, Mr. Will, who is the Colts, real rumbly, is the Colts, and has that number 1 seed. But we got somebody else in here that you're going to be surprised. But listen, life goes on. Give a big shout out to Mr. Rell, the Saints. How you feeling, everybody?
Oh man, I'm feeling good, man. Can't wait to watch the playoffs.
Well, listen, man, it's playoff time now, bro. We had a chance to do the top 10 by one of our guys, Musa, who ran the top 10 for each week, and now finally the playoff picture is here, and here it is. Wow. This is what we've been waiting for right here, the playoff picture. And it's finally here, Noah. And I don't want to start out with the AFC. I want to start out with one team, and I'm going to go in the middle of this. And the reason why I'm going to go in the middle of this, and Rell, you know the league a little bit. I know you know the league.
Yeah.
We had a guy who showed up a little bit early on in the season, ended up going 11-6. But right now, not to mention our Super Bowl winner has lost a couple games in a row, and that's a problem. No, is that a problem going into the playoffs?
I think so. I think momentum's important going into the postseason, and I mean, losing 2 games in a row, I know to 2 playoff teams, that's, you know, not something to be like too discouraged about, but still, he was fighting for the number 1 seed, and with both those losses, he dropped down all the way to the 3rd seed.
Well, listen to this, Rell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call the name out, and you just think about this. The New York Giants, is Noah, beat this team 35-12. Then the Steelers, coach Rev, takes out the number one team of last year, the Super Bowl winner Kareem. 27-21. When you hear that he lost two
Well,
games in a row, what are you thinking, Rel?
uh, I'm kind of surprised with that right there. Come y'all God. I mean, it sounds too good to be true. But I mean, these playoffs. I mean, you know, what Kareem did last year. I mean, so he may have a different approach. I mean, in the playoffs. I hope so. But that's caught me off guard by him losing those games.
Well, he had he took four sacks. Wait, no, my fault. Yeah, he had 4 sacks. And the worst part about it is the Steelers had 4 turnovers. But the Eagles
And
took
still
3.
won?
Yeah, he had still won. It was 21-0 in the first, I think the first quarter or first half. And he came back and beat them. The Steelers did.
I think to me, it sounded like the Eagles got too comfortable. I thought he, had a early win or something, and showed you that game is never over.
Comfortable wasn't the word.
He
He was cocky.
He
was too cocky.
I'm shocked.
And now he got to face the Packers.
It's not going to be.
It's not going to be easy, Noah. You and I both know that. Does anybody think that it's going to be easy in the chat room for the Eagles to beat the Packers?
This is what I'm going to say on this game. I think both these teams match up really well against each other. And this is why I said I won't bring up the rest of the matchups, but I believe a lot of the lower seeds in the NFC can beat some of these higher seeds because of the matchups that are presented in this on these seedings. I think Packers have a really good defense, and he plays conservative offense, which I think is what beats the Eagles most of the time.
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. The Packers is not no prize winner either here. He got beat by the Eagles the first time, 23-17, and then he lost another game against you know who, the upper room himself, Reggie.
I mean,
here you go. This is the Packers' last few games. It doesn't look good. I picked the Packers. This time. Here you go. Interesting, but the Eagles will beat the Green Bay Packers. Rams will lose. Okay. Well, we're not on the Rams. We are on the Eagles right now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say I feel like the Long Island Iced Teas are gonna get to the Eagles. And the Packers is gonna be dialed in. And that's just the way I see it.
What you think the Packers? We got to.
What'd you say about the Packers?
You think he's gonna be, dialed in?
He's gonna be dialed in like he's dialing one of them old phones with the rotary. When you got to focus on what numbers you're pushing. That's how the Packers is gonna be. But let's move on to the AFC side. This is the one I want to talk about. And the reason why I want to talk about this one, because you won't believe what I believe. And I believe the 4 and 5 spot is going to be very crucial here. I don't think Julio's going to prep for this game the way he should. And I believe our new guy, well, he's not really a new guy now. He's actually, after the season, he's going to be a pro. But he's still a rookie. Came in and whooped the bejuzu out of Fasico. Went on a little down spur. But he overall, he had a pretty decent run. He lost. I know I think he beat Buffalo first. I believe. When did he come in? Did he come in against Fasico? Do you remember, Noah?
He came in against the Colts, I believe. What was his first game?
Okay, so he came in on the Colts. Okay, he came in on the Colts. Okay, that's right. Because we had somebody that lost their mind. All right,
Yep.
so came in, lost his. That dude lost his mind. Came in, got smoked. That's when he realized, Rell, you the number
Yeah.
one man. You know how it is. He came in smoking, talk about he was gonna whoop everything. He's the champ, right? 24-3. He ran into Will, the Colts.
Correction. He came in against the Bills. It's
So
people are
he
saying in the
did.
chat.
All
Yep.
right, all right. So he came in against the Bills, and did he beat Bills? I think he did beat the Bills.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, I think he did. All right. So he beat the Bills, got a big head, and then Will put some voodoo on him and shrunk his head, and he realized, okay, I got to work. Then he came back and he played Noah, beat Noah. The confidence began. Beat Noah 51-45 there, Rell. 41-54, 45. Then he played Fasico. Beat Fasico 19-8.
Wait, he beat Siegel?
He beat Fasico. Yes. Wait. He beat Fasico 19-8. Then he played Kansas City. Beat 21-14. Boogeyman said hi, Rell.
The big man, what's up, man? What's up?
I got short memory, guys. Sorry. Listen. Then he beat Miami, which was not a problem. Got beat by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Was that Quarry? I think that was Quarry, right? I think it was Quarry because I think it was Quarry at the time. But anyway, to make a long story short, he beat the Packers, Patriots. Patriots was on the road there too, by the way. And then just took a dump. Like he sat on the toilet and never got back up. That boy was 7-1 and lost every game from there. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Then he beat Detroit 41-7. Beat Tennessee, ran into Chicago, and ran into the Colts once again. But it was a closer game. It was 28-20 with the Colts. And Chicago kind of pumped the brakes and he scored some. But the last 3 games he won. He beat Tennessee. He just tore Julio apart, 31-10. And then he beat another gentleman who's no longer here, but 39-24. And now he's going back to play the Jets. The question is, has Julio learned his lesson? What do you think? No, I'm gonna go with you, Noah.
Personally, I mean, we've seen Julio in the playoffs several times, and each time it's either something messing up for him or just not prepared. So, I mean, I'm hoping that Julio pays attention this time and, does his thing. But with how good the Texans have looked just here recently, and especially 2 weeks ago against him, I'm favoring the Texans over him.
Wow. You heard that, Rell?
Yeah, I mean,
No, I don't think you heard it. Fasico said, holy smoking potatoes, look at this here. Yo, man, I got a short memory. When people bring stuff back up, that's when they got to go. But listen, for real. Go ahead. What do you think? You hearing Julio losing like that?
nah, I can't. See my guy lose like that. I think he gonna put up a fight. I don't think it just be easy, but it depends on what Julio we get. So that, but Texas ain't. I mean, from what I'm hearing, the way the Texas coming through, and I mean, last game I watched play with the Bears. I mean, the Bears put up numbers, but he's good. But, I mean, it depends on what Julio you getting playing the game. You're getting a focus Julio, we probably get a game. If we get a Julio just come in to play the game, and I understand the atmosphere of the playoffs. I don't think he's gonna win. We give
All right.
Julio that, you know, he
All
can.
right, here we go. And the next team I want to talk about this team because he's not really a guy that pays attention. Half the time we got to chase him all over the place. Let's talk about our college kid, the Rams. The Rams are playing Upper Room, and we all know who Upper Room is. Reggie, the Panthers. What is everybody's input? Let's go. Okay, Noah, what do you think about Reggie?
Well,
Is he
I just
visiting
played.
the playoffs?
I just played Reggie so recently, last game actually, but I think the game really depends on how the Panthers do running the ball. I think if he can't run it, then the Rams are easily going to win this game.
Yeah, because you held him to 38 yards rushing. He couldn't even run across the street with 38 yards. And he had no touchdown passes. He rushed for 1 touchdown. So, Reggie, if you have any chance of winning, you're going to have to step it up. I think it's going to be a rough game for him. I think the Rams is going to take this one. Everybody got the Rams, or what do you got? Who do you guys got? Do you remember the Rams, Rell? You remember the Rams, coach?
Yeah. Rams doing great. You know, prior to the time I was, playing. So I mean, I think it's a hard pick right there. Man. You got Reggie, man. Reggie's a hard player, but I mean, the Rams when I left, he was going harder. So I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what I feel. I feel like we need to move on and go back over to the other side. The Rams is going to win that one. Sorry, Reggie. It's going to be the Upper Room time for you. But I want to talk about this next team. And the next team is, y'all better pay attention, because this young man is not playing. And when I say he's not playing, that means he's locked in. He said, you know what, Coach Marion? Every time you talk junk on me, I do better. The Steelers could upset the Ravens? Is that true? Is that true?
I don't know.
We got a speech impediment problem here.
That's a hard upset. I mean, come on, dog.
Yo, he just took out the Eagles, though. He just took out the Eagles.
It's the playoffs, though, man. It's the playoffs, though. This is a different atmosphere. I mean,
We already know what Fasico's going to do. He's going to run it to Derrick Henry at least 20 times and probably score 4 touchdowns with him.
Listen, as much as I want to pick the Steelers, I'm sorry, Steelers. I can't pick you, but if you got your game intact, you might be able to stop Derrick Henry and do what a man's got to do to make the biggest upset in Rmnfl history. Hey, this would be a biggest upset right here. We had some upsets, but this one here would be the big one.
Oh, yeah.
If Coach Rev wins, everybody got to videotape 100 push-ups. And I mean that. Everybody. I don't care if you do them in a month, but you got to do 100. No, we got to do 100 push-ups if Coach Rev pulls this one off. So obviously everybody's going to go for the Ravens. Agree?
True.
Yeah.
We all agree. Everybody agrees to that. I'm pretty sure everybody agrees to that. Then we got another team that really didn't get 400 points, and he just got lucky. But he's going to get toasted by the Cleveland Browns, the Chiefs. All right, I think the Browns is going to torch the Chiefs. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Whoa.
The
Browns.
The Browns.
Gonna be a tight game.
Who's the Browns? What's his name again? Not Christian. What's the Browns' name? Is it Christian?
Yeah, I think that is.
Yeah, Christian.
It is.
Yeah, we got Justin and Christian. Yeah. Christian is going to be, he's going to win that one. Hands down.
I think it's a tight game.
Yeah, the Bills' Major Payne says the same thing, that the Chiefs will get beat in this game. A little bit too much offense there. That's it. That's an easy one.
Yeah, I think Chiefs depend too much on his run game, honestly, and Browns have that good defensive line, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's two great teams on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
It is, but nah, the Chiefs. I don't know, man. They
Has he
even
been
look
slipped?
at the thing that we use for our program. They say it's going to be 28-26 Cleveland. That's what they're saying, and they know about the turnovers. They know the Chiefs is going to have at least 2 turnovers. He's going to throw 2 interceptions, and they believe, if I'm not mistaken, it's going to be a passing game by Cleveland.
No, I think the Chiefs pass more than the Browns. I mean, the gameplay, Chiefs pass a lot.
He only passes underneath. He don't know how to
True.
stretch the field. Yeah, he don't stretch the field. I'm trying to think. Let's see something. How his wide receivers. When we say his wide receivers, right? We're gonna look at something. What is the deepest, the longest ball any of his receivers caught? Listen, here you go. Ready? Hardman, a 79-yard pass. Whoopie doo. That's the longest. Anything else? 38. Kelsey. Rice, 30. Of course, Pacheco's getting it out of the backfield. But Tony, 33. None of his receivers. He has one receiver that has 715 yards, and then it goes downhill from there. The tight end, 470 yards, 464. That's it. So he has 3 guys with over 400 yards, and that's 2 wide receivers and a tight end. All right.
Yeah.
So you get what I'm getting on that one?
Yeah, I'm looking at.
He's gonna have he's gonna have a problem. And then when you go over to the Browns, he got a few guys. You got a few guys.
Yeah, he uses his team.
He uses his team. 564 tight end, 760 Elijah Moore, Cooper almost 1,000 yards. He's getting there. So I don't know, Fasika. I don't know what kind of stats you're looking at, but that's okay. But the question is, I know everybody made picks, and I want to make sure that everybody got the picks in just for the wild card, of course. But last team, the 0-5. I'm gonna always say 0-5. Don't worry about that. Noah, the Giants, starting out the league, losing all those games, coming back, and he plays a struggling Falcons team. The Falcons only got into the playoffs because the Chiefs didn't play his starters. Had the Chiefs played his starters, I don't even think the Falcons would be in.
Wait, so the Falcons barely made the playoffs?
Yeah.
They barely made the playoffs.
Basically, if Chiefs won that game, he wouldn't even made the playoffs.
Barely made the playoffs. We don't know who the Saints is. Who is the Saints? That's the dude that was in the chat room the whole time. And when the league started, and he started playing, he just fell off the earth. I think he was speaking a different language. He ended up being overall 6'11". 6'11". Let me see what happened. Here we go. 6'11". I'm looking at his schedule. He lost 1, 2, 3. Out of 7 games, he lost 5, and he beat the Cowboys, who I beat, and then he beat a new user, Chargers. He beat Denver, who wasn't really paying attention, who is now the Jaguars. He actually beat Atlanta. Can you believe that? He beat Atlanta. The news says he beat Atlanta. Yep. He beat Who beat the Boogeyman? Were you here, Ralph, for that one?
Yeah, yeah. Man,
You beat
Boogeyman played.
Washington?
Yeah,
Okay. So you beat Washington. Okay. Yeah, so no, that was Rell. Okay, thank you. That was Rell. All right, so right now, the Saints could only win if, this is a big if he could stop Noah's high power offense. No, how do you
yeah,
see the game, bro? I mean, no, Rell, how do you see it? How do you see it? I don't want Noah to talk about himself
yeah.
because we're
I'm
going to be here
totally
for
honest.
5 hours. No, I'm just joking,
No
Noah.
disrespect to ATL, but I don't see him being no Noah. Man,
No,
Noah,
I don't.
you gotta have everything in the bucket. You gotta have your cards right.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
you're going to
Yeah,
have your American Express cards out, everything.
yeah. I mean, Noah, be totally honest, man, on a football tip. Noah, this ain't no regular playoff. I mean, we know how Noah coming. Win, lose, or draw, he ain't gonna give up or quit. We know this. So,
Had the Falcons lost, I think Washington would have got in there. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yeah, it would have been
Oh
either
man,
Washington or the Lions, but I think it would have been Washington
yeah. That could have been problems if Washington would have got in there. But that's
because
what happens.
Washington would have moved up to that 7 seed.
Well, he played it smart. He sat all his starters out, and he let them in.
Mhm.
I think the more dangerous one would have been the Boogeyman. Wouldn't you think, Noah?
I personally think that, and this is no disrespect to the Panthers, but I think the Falcons is more dangerous than the Panthers is.
yeah,
I would like to see the Panthers at number, well, not the Panthers, but the Commanders at number 7. I think Commanders could beat the Rams at number 2 and easily move on to the next round.
right.
Facts.
No, and that's no disrespect to the Panthers because he's earned his playoff spot, but that's just my personal opinion on it. He plays in the tough NFC East and he's battle tested.
All right, so it looks like your game is tomorrow, 9:05, right?
It should be, yes.
Okay, good. All right. Then we have the Browns playing at. Wait a minute, hold up. Can't be. We have a 9 o'clock game. Y'all gotta change the date because they had theirs locked in first. You could. Is there a 10 o'clock? Let me
I
see.
thought that was for 10. I'm not playing at 10 o'clock. I can tell you. And
I
he's
know.
not.
Well, the 13th is tomorrow, so you might want to jump on that 8 o'clock game quick. Might want to jump on that
He
8 o'clock,
doesn't.
guys.
He doesn't get off till 9.
You don't get it. Well, y'all might have to pick another day then.
I thought they were playing tonight.
Who?
The Chiefs and
Nah, they screwed up the whole road, the whole pattern. Tonight would have been the best. But so who do
what
we
was
have
anybody?
for tonight?
Oh,
I
it
think
doesn't look.
the Rams and the Panthers play tonight, and it's not even listed in here. Come on, guys. Captains. All right. So the Rams and the Panthers play tonight at 10. When do the Eagles and the Packers play? It's not in here.
I don't think they've scheduled yet.
Julio's MIA. He's definitely not. You know what? I gotta change my vote. No, we got set first and agreed. Nah, their game was set this morning. To be honest with you, I was talking to them. I was talking to the Chiefs this morning. They were set early this morning. Chiefs and the Browns, and they kind of screwed it up though. But even though they set it up, they set their game up at 8 o'clock this morning, 8:40. So, and I'm pretty sure y'all didn't set your game up before that, and you didn't. It was 2 o'clock. So I got the timestamp here, bro. So we'll have to get that together. So we don't have official game today. The only game we have today is at 10 o'clock, and this is why when we rush stuff, it doesn't make sense because we're not doing anything. All right, so I guess that's it, man. I think we got everything, right?
I believe so.
We got everything.
Mm-hmm.
Captains, can y'all please get on the schedule so we can get an 8 o'clock game tonight and a 9 o'clock game tonight? And Noah, you're definitely out for tonight, right?
I mean, I don't really have a choice if we're not gonna have a time because I'm not playing that late, and he don't get off till 9.
So Falcons, you want to get your butt busted at 9 o'clock? Yeah, see, the Chiefs messed the whole schedule up. But anyway,
I saw it today when I was looking in the Facebook chat. I thought they said today, so I was like, okay, that'll work for tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. If y'all play today, that'll be our 9 o'clock. We'll have a 10 o'clock. Now we got to get an 8 o'clock. And I'm surprised the Eagles didn't set his up already because he's usually first. Man, do you realize the whole NFC will be done today?
Get them in and get them up.
He said, nope, we're not playing today. Looks like we're playing Saturday then. Wait, what's today?
Today's Tuesday. Well, yeah,
Today's Tuesday, Wednesday. Looks like Thursday then. Either way you look at it, it's going to be a loss. So just pick your day. Let me just stop playing. It is going to be a loss though. No, if you lose this, you might as well just sell your game.
Well, it's just that player.
Well, Falcons isn't about a user.
No, I'm glad you said that. I got to put some pressure on him to play better. So all right. So he doesn't want to play today. That's a sign of fear. All right. So he's not going to play today, so we'll work that out. So we don't have a 9. We only have a 10 o'clock game today. Unreal.
Mm-hmm. Get on those AFC
Rev
teams.
didn't even check. This is a definite issue. All right. Ain't nothing we can do. So, I guess that's it. Everybody make sure we get these games set up. We got to get them set up, but that's it. That's our time. This is the playoffs for our 24 season. This is our second season. All games get played. There's no forced wins, no forced losses. This is gonna be the real deal here. The payout, it is 150, 75, 60, 40, and 20. Which one you getting, Noah?
I'm shooting for the 150. I'm shooting for the Super Bowl. That's all I really care about is the Super Bowl.
Well, just remember everything we said here, guys. It's just news. So, just buckle up, get your tissues out. It's going to be one rocking playoffs, and I cannot wait. So, we out of here. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Rell. Don't go nowhere.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, everybody that was inside the stream. We out.